So this is how every day starts, a beautiful clear day. By noon we are in a thunderstorm. So we're currently out of power. Some people have a generator running. Apparently everything but like the front building and the first row are out of power, and it's like 100. Thankfully it's getting a little overcast, so me and the dog have taken it outside, and yeah, just thankfully I don't work tonight, so don't have to be anywhere, just hanging out. My neighbor here has 2 little dogs in there. I called the campground to see if they want me to try to get them out or what. I don't know. I don't know. They're probably fine. It's shaded at least. But yeah, hikers out here with me, just hanging out. Got some water, and yeah, stuff happens. Just gotta roll with it. Anyway, catch you back if anything happens. Alright, we're out here walking, and there's a stay back. There's a snake right there. Who knows what kind of snake, but kind of has a diamond pattern going on. I don't know. Alright, we're gonna go around. So a hiker and I are just finishing the loop trail here, and heard this. It's not even raining here. You can see how dark it is out there, but it's raining somewhere out there, I guess. Look at this. This is crazy. I'm not kidding, like it hasn't rained here all day. And now we know how these gulches get created. I guess it all just, you know, follows a path downstream. It's almost done with July, going into August, and this is monsoon season here in the desert, folks. Wow, that's a little scary. Guess I'll show you how fast a flash flood can catch you in the desert, because it doesn't even have to be raining close to where you are, just somewhere downstream, and here it comes. Somewhere upstream. Crazy. Wonder what Valley of the Gods looks like right about now. Alright, gonna finish our walk. So it's about 2 p.m. This is about every afternoon now. Sunsets are pretty much gone, which is kind of a bummer. We actually start out with clear skies, And then I think just the heat brings this in. But yeah, probably get some rain in a few. So we were just out for a run and this happened. We were sitting in mud. Hiker, come on, come on, come. So that's super awesome. You found some water out here. Hiker, come. So I thought I would give a little tour of the place I drove into each day to work. This is Window Rock and the surrounding area. There's kind of a couple of little communities there. There's Window Rock, which is the capital of Navajo Nation. There's Fort Defiance, where I worked at the hospital, and then there's a few other places like St. Michael's and San Benito, which are little sub-communities. You can see these little groupings of homesteads and houses out here. Very rural area. The blacktop is pretty much limited to the main roads, and then into these little communities it becomes a dirt road, which you get any rain at all and it can become a significant problem. Roads can be impassable with only a little bit of rain. Roads also tend to wash out, which is why probably the blacktop is really limited to these roads, because if they paved everything, it would be, yearly upkeep, which would be hard to keep up with. And sorry if you can hear rain in the background. It's actually raining right now while I'm doing this voiceover, so it's a little odd, but yeah, anyway. This is the St. Michael's area that we're driving past right now. Had some friends that lived there. And then coming up on the intersection here, this is more the San Benito area, I believe. You can see these are hogans, the little octagonal structures. They're kind of traditional Navajo buildings. They tend to face east, I'm told, just as part of tradition. See another one there. A lot of them are still made out of logs and mortar in between. Very pretty, very wide open area here. A couple of gas stations, which does well for that, getting gas. This is the area that would be used for the Navajo or Window Rock flea market, I believe. So, and occasionally there'd be people out selling there. Towards the time I left, COVID had kind of let up a bit. As you can see, we got a good bit of rain. You wouldn't, at least I didn't think, that there would be as much problem with mosquitoes in the desert, but we had several weeks where they were pretty heavy. As soon as the rain kind of moistened up stuff, there was standing water for them to breed in. Gallup had a lot more standing water, I think, than some of the other areas. A lot of areas of very low upkeep. This is kind of a junkyard where they did yard sales as well. They had kind of like a scrap palace kind of situation going on here. Yeah, they'd done stuff with the some of the scrap there. Some not really sculptures, but tried to dress it up a little bit. It can be a very rough area. One of the prettiest things about the Window Rock area is this formation of kind of a rock wall that's up there at the end, and it kind of wraps around towards the hospital side and becomes more of a formation where the belly button and other kind of rock formations were. Very, very pretty. A lot of cow guards in this area. You can a lot of the area is open range, and cows can be everywhere. So this is the Veterans Cemetery. I believe it was in St. Michael's. It's kind of up on a hill going into the Fort Defiance and Window Rock area. For many of my drives in, there was a funeral out here just about every day as they lost people to COVID. I think just about everybody I had met had lost somebody. During the night, there's little luminescent lights that they put on the graves, I suppose like solar lights, but it gets all lit up and it's colorful. Just more of the drive into the turnoff to Fort Defiance. Right here at the main intersection is one of the prettiest things. They had painted this retaining wall. Unfortunately, I drove past this in the morning and it's a little bit glary, so it's hard to see. I tried to up the contrast a little bit, but beautiful murals here. Different things depicting life and the scenery around that area. You see Fort Defiance. Rock. Very, very creative. I think that's black rock you can see in the background there. Another rock formation. Just driving past one of the little farms. You see a couple of these buildings that say, you can't see it on this side, but it says water is life on the building. I think it was probably like a well or a pump house. But you see them kind of scattered throughout. This is just more of the drive. See the standing water for the mosquitoes here. This road had a couple of kind of mud, not slides, but washes over the road, like you can see there. I just thought I would share some of the area that I worked and lived in for quite a while. Gallup was a little bit, if you can call it upscale from this, but it's a pretty dingy little town. Good for getting to other places, though it's right on 40 and led you out for day trips and stuff like that. This is the general area the hospital was in. The desert really greened up with a little bit of rain by the time we ended. Beautiful place.